everyone, welcome back and thanks a lot for taking the time to join us. Just part of what we're going to talk about on today's vlog is what I didn't have an opportunity to upload in real time are the Barrett Jackson auction results for two very special Corvettes. They raised a ton of money for our military veterans. Yeah. So at that auction, I guess you could say Corvette knew how to throw the hammer down.
You want me to put the hammer down?
Yeah!
Throw the hammer down.
Welcome to the vlog! Welcome to the vlog. Oh yeah, I'm ready to go. Thanks again, guys. It's good to have you come back. And I'll tell you, think about this time last week is when I flew to Dallas for that surprise vlog, one of my favorite vlogs of all time. Yep, I was in Dallas, feeling like a little kid. But we were so honored, and what a great pleasure to meet Wayne and his wife, Pam. Thank you again for the business. High five! Congratulations on your 2018 Grand Sport. Glad we could share that right here on the vlog. You know what, though? I had so much fun on that, and it really was a blast, and what a treat to meet those guys. Surprise visits? More this year? Absolutely. And today we're going to have a real-time update for you regarding Zr1, the continued drama on this car. Alright, let's get red hot and rolling because we've got a lot to cover today. First thing I want to say is just again, thank you for the growth and the support of this YouTube channel. This is so much fun communicating with you guys, talking about the marketplace, talking about you, talking about the car, act a little silly. Yeah, wait till you see the video that I'm working on for you soon. But the support I get from you guys also extends to other YouTubers, and we've talked about our friend Chuck at Corvettes 918. What an honor, what a pleasure, what a kick when he mentions us on his vlog.
You can buy something from anywhere and have it shipped anywhere, and that includes cars. It's becoming more and more efficient now to have cars shipped from Ohio to Florida. Of course, my good friend and a member of our community, RickCorvetteConti, who's located in Ohio, and he is with the Coughlin Chevrolet dealership.
You know, you can't even put a dollar value on that. That's really special, and it truly means a lot. So as we talk about Barrett Jackson, I want to throw a little YouTube LOVE out to Chris at his YouTube channel. Nice young guy that is probably the biggest Corvette racing fan in the country. Pretty darn close. Chris at My Corvette Life was at Barrett Jackson. Thanks to his vlogs, I can share with you now when they put the hammer down.
You want me to put the hammer down? Throw the hammer down.
For the first Zr1 and the first Carbon 65 car raised over $2 million for our military veterans. Fantastic. Thanks, Chris.
43rd President of the United States,
I love our military, and I've decided I'm going to spend the rest of my life helping vets.
let's raise a lot of money for them, and let's finish selling this car now, Joseph.
Mr. President, now start selling the car. All right, here we go. $1 million, Mr. President, sell that car.
You want me to put the hammer down?
Sold!
I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that 100% of the proceeds from this vehicle are going to build homes for the most catastrophically injured service members in this country. 2019 Zr1. It is VIN number 001.
925. Bid. not enough to get everybody through and everybody done. And 950,000, yes or no? 950,000 dollars in our head.
Throw the hammer down.
Sold $925,000.
All right, there's one more car I want to talk about that went through the line on Barrett Jackson, and it reminded me of a guy that we had on the vlog briefly, Anthony from Michigan. He's also on our Facebook page, and I think Anthony, I think he's right. He said, you know, he showed us his car, and he's real proud of the color combo and stuff like that, and he said, somebody's stealing my ideas. Anthony, I think you're right, man. I really do. I don't know if you got a commission off that car that ran, but it did remind me of you.
Everything that's tan used to be black, and everything that's white used to be tan.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
And I think this is just my own opinion.
Yeah.
You know, some of the GM techs, when they designed that C7,
yeah,
I think they took a good look at my car, because a lot of these cars coming with color coordinated interior.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the Zr1 drama. Well, today in real time is the first day that Chevrolet actually plucks out of thin air orders waiting in our system. Bam! And they're going to go live. Those are going to be the first orders actually built for 2019. And as we said before, this is the information age, so you guys are all familiar with some of the status codes. You know, what code, what status am I at? So when we first take your order and you're assigned an order number, that goes into the computer. Basically, it's a file in our drawer that puts you at 1100 status. You're waiting for General Motors to pluck that allocation and say, okay, we're going to take this car now and we're going to build it. At that point, you go to 2000 status. Now, when we go from our cycle from Thursday to Tuesday and we make our final changes, then your order goes to 2500 status. Then it goes to 3000 status as it progresses to the point where General Motors actually gets ready to build the car. All those codes do is give us an idea as how close they're actually to building it, and it gives us a better anticipation as far as when the car is going to arrive. So after 3000 status, you get into a sequence of 3100 status. Oh yeah, it's getting closer. Then they lock in the build weight at 3300 status. You get to 3400 status, and you're like, oh, what's that mean? That means there's materials in the building, and they're getting ready to build that sucker probably the following week. When they get done building it, it goes to 3800 status, and that's where in my system I actually can see the VIN number. The car exists. That's when I email you and say the car's alive. And the sequence of codes continue. Then it becomes 4150. That's where the dealer's invoiced, Chevrolet's paid. And then the following code is going to be 4B00. That means BAID, and it can be BAID for a number of things. Either they've got to do something to the car. Maybe there's a hold from General Motors for whatever reason. Maybe it's a software update before it actually ships to the dealership. A number of different things. Sometimes they're just sitting on a truck. They don't even have a driver. It's BAID. It's not released yet. But when it gets released from Bowling Green, Kentucky and starts heading your way, it goes to 4200 status. Now, depending on what part of the country you're in, you may see a 4300 status, which means it leaves Bowling Green, it goes to another facility, it goes on a rail car, goes rail car to another facility, it's holding there. That intermediate delivery, that 4300, means you're waiting to be picked up on a truck for your final destination to the dealership. And when it gets to the dealership, it goes to 5000 status. And that's cool, but the one you really care about is when it's at 6000 status. That means it's in your driveway. All right, you guys see this okay? All right, I'll get to this in just a second. Now, before I tell you what happened today, I didn't have an opportunity to show you, but Chuck did a great job showing you how GM last week pulled a false start on releasing those allocations we just talked about. I said this a long time ago, just because we have all these orders doesn't mean they're all going to get placed at the same time, but last week, GM pulled several orders, actually placed them. They actually went to 3000 status. Even the Corvette Museum was contacting people. Yes, how would you like your special plaque engraved? Oh, fantastic. Hey, congratulations on your new car. We'll be in touch. And the General Motors pulled the electronic brake lever. So wait a minute. We made a mistake. Those orders are all coming back to you. They're all back at 1100 status. That was really bizarre, and do I have a personal opinion about that? Hope you enjoyed that. Here's where it becomes a problem, and I don't get it, because we're dealing with a limited car, and not really, okay, I'm sorry, limited is the wrong word. We're dealing with a controlled distribution car. As I said before in a few vlogs back, if it wasn't for all that exposed carbon fiber, I think they'd build the daylights out of the ZR1, but that's the one component that's going to hold up the distribution of the car. It's going to make it a controlled allocation, and we're guessing 3 to 3,500 cars. We'll see how it all shakes out. So Chevrolet says, okay, we need one order of yours that we're actually going to build. I'm like, all right. So I look at the constraints, pieces, parts that may or may not be available right out of the gate. And why is there a constraint of any kind on this car? Oh, but there is. The first guy ordered with me actually has a manual transmission. Guess what? The first 3 guys have manual transmissions. But this week, you can release the Zr1 Allocation from your order bank, but no 7 speeds. The guy that's supposed to be number 1 is not going to be placed. The guy that's supposed to be number 2 is not going to be placed. The guy that's number 3 is not going to be placed. Lucky number 4 moves up to the top because he ordered it automatic. And that, kids, is how it works, period. Nothing you can do about it. Here's the problem, though. What if you're a dealer that only has 1 allocation and the guy orders a 7-speed? And you get noticed today. Hey, congratulations, you got a Zr1 to order. Sorry, no 7 speeds.
Sorry, Charlie.
That's right. So if you don't change this to a buildable order, say you're the guy that's got 1 allocation, and they say no 7 speeds, and the only order you have in the system is a 7-speed order, guess what you get on Tuesday in your order bank? A big fat 0. You get nothing, and you lose the allocation.
Hey. Sorry, Charlie.
Well, I told you guys I always want to keep you properly informed, and I'm sorry. I mean, those are the facts, and that's what we have to deal with on a daily basis. But how about this nice little backdrop? Yeah, real pretty sunset. All right, let's move on to something more fun. This part of the vlog is going to be real quick because it is still freezing cold. But remember the guy we talked about that might do, he was kind of checking out our YouTube thing, and he might do a YouTube deal with what he does for a living. And I thought that was pretty cool. Eric is here. Hey. I actually got to hold the thing. He's so tall. It's like, okay.
Bigger than life right there.
Everybody's taller than me. I'm short. I look taller on the internet though, don't I? Dad's back over there freezing his butt off. I did. Got to be careful with all this garbage. We don't want you falling there, but I'm glad you made it. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's pretty. Now he's got a 99 Corvette, or is it 99 or 2009?
99.
It's a 99. So he's got a 99. So what do you think of this one? How it's evolved, huh?
Beautiful, beautiful.
You like that? Let's go talk to Dad. See ya. You like the new one?
Oh man, I love it. I can't wait to ride in that one.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Fantastic.
It's got a clutch on it, so I can't drive it, but I'll sure take a good ride on it.
I know that you're going to love the enhancements. You know, for a tall guy like you are, the seat enhancements alone are going to be significant for you. Oh, cool. They're going to support you. Magnesium frame in the back of that seat. You're going to love that tremendously. So that's going to be great. So once the weather breaks, oh my gosh, hey, it's all about the deal. Get the deal. Spring's around the corner, and that'll be good though. But I'm glad you took a moment to say hi to us on the YouTube channel. I wish you success if you decide to pick up a camera and talk to yourself as I do and share what you do for a living. But I'm glad that we get an opportunity to share your experience on a Corvette.
Thanks, Rick.
You bet, man. Congratulations.
All right.
In showing Eric stuff on the car, his son's coming over later on this afternoon, and his son does some autocrossing. So I think the son's probably gonna have a little bit more fun in that Corvette than Eric, but I'm sitting here talking to his dad. Smart guy, waiting in the warmth.
Yes.
Waiting in the warmth. And I know he was real little. Your grandson, and your grandson's name is?
Ray.
Ray, okay. And Ray was looking at some of the cars up here on my wall, and he says, I remember when my grandson saw that car, and he said, Gramps, look at that, and he knew exactly what it was. Yeah. You didn't know what it was, but
I didn't, but he knew all about it.
He had that natural love affair for this car.
Because of his dad.
No, that's great. Yeah. That's fantastic. I love it.
He's a Corvette guy from way back.
You guys know I always do a send-off, Pat, but this is going to be a little different. It's going on that thing. We still got to do our little pat on the butt. See you later. Well, as I mentioned briefly too, Eric has a 99 Corvette that it's real sentimental, and I get that, that he's not going to get rid of that car. And it's because he's got great memories with his kid, but one memory, Eric's over there right now, we're getting ready to talk about it. I said, hang on man, we got to turn the camera on. I got to share this on the vlog. This is hilarious. And Ray, if you're watching, I guess he took the 99 to the prom.
Took his girlfriend to the dance.
Okay.
And parked it in a great spot because he knew I was particular about this car. So he parked it next to an island, next to a parking island with concrete curb and all that.
Right.
Got his girlfriend out, you know, of course they went to the dance, came back in, got into the car, forgot he was next to a curb when he backed out. Of course the car's kind of low, so it caught on the corner of the fender, caught on the curb, and he literally just tore the bod, peeled it right off. Midnight or something when he got home, he called my dad on the way home.
Oh, he called Grandpa, not you.
He didn't call me. Called my dad and said, what do I do? Do I tell him? Do I wait? It's midnight. By the time I get home, he's going to be mad either way.
Oh my gosh.
Dad said, just don't tell him, go to bed, but just get up in the morning and be ready.
Oh boy.
So I go out, in the morning, go out, get the paper, come back in, and there's my Corvette in the garage.
And you had no idea. Ray!
And I hear 3 seconds, he's down the steps, standing there.
Dad, I'm so sorry. Dad, I'm so sorry.
He had to pay for it, man.
Good. All right.
One of those life lessons.
Lesson learned, baby. That's right. That's the right way to handle it. Way to go, Dad. Hey, man, thanks for sharing. That's great. That's great. I'm sure there's a lot of guys watching right now. They're like, oh, man, I remember a lot of times I hid this for my dad. Oh, that's crazy. And you just know how nervous you are. And you're like, I can imagine how fast his heart was beating, knowing that you saw that before he had a chance to tell you,
Dad, I'm so sorry.
He's like, well, I guess I don't have to figure that part out, okay? So, you just got to deal with the aftermath. Hey, you know another thing that's cool this weekend? Yeah, this weekend is Corvette Racing Daytona Rolex 24 Hours. Yeah. You know the other thing cool about Corvette Racing?
Yes.
Coming back to Ohio this May at Mid-Ohio, and we'll be there vlogging and sharing some cool race highlights. I don't care what you say. The Corvette C7R, the best looking, but the best sounding car on the track. Folks, thanks for taking the time to watch. Please thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm going to have some links coming up here for you for some vlogs you don't want to miss, plus some information down below. Great to see you.
Dad, I'm so sorry.